This is my assignment number 7. A hash table is a data structure used in computer science to implement associative array, which are also called maps or description. It stocks key value pairs where the key must be unique and can be of any type of this hash able hashing in the process of converting the key into the index into an array of slot converting values such as that each key has an unique slot assigned to it. However, if all values of has head into the same slot, then this defeats the purpose of hashing causing causing collision and increasing loops time. In other words, this means that the different keys will be ended up with having the same index or location in memory due to the matching hashes it affects when all values are being asset into the one single slot within a hash table data structure. We can't accept efficient such time anywhere because we would need to look through every element sorted within the particular bucket, resulting in linear time complexity for searching instead of constant time complexity as indicated with proper hasting techniques. Therefore, a hash table that hashes all the values into one single slot becomes equipment to use just a ordinary list since they only one place where elements can exist no matter how many you add. They always end up in the same position. To conclude, a hash table whose function causes every value inputted on the map into essentially identical indicates many performs similarly as compared with using regular list with the corresponding collision resolution. Hashing in a widely used technique all allows to data to sort, retrieved, and manipulated efficiency. A hashing function takes an input, also called a key, and returns the corresponding index in a hash table where the value associated with the key should be placed or associated. It will it will analyze some of the most common hashing function present in lecture side along with their benefits and drawbacks. The division method individuals computing the remainder by dividing the key by a prime number p which is smaller than m, the size of the hash table. One benefits on its methods, it simplify it requires only one operation to compute indicates without using multiplication or division algorithms. However, if keys are not evenly distributed among all positions, remains that can be calculating problems and learning collisions. Multiplication method. These hasting algorithms multiplies each key by a constant a between 0 and 1 before executing the functional part and multiply it by m. The number of cells in our hash table give an index in the range 0 m minus 1. This seems process a few understandable patterns that apply to certain inputs. These inputs make you risk to cluster collision problems as seen earlier, but as compared to direct division mapping, it has more randomness results. Universal hashing. The random methods used in the universal hashing, including multiple and multiple shifting, along with modular addition. This scrapes unique indicated linear program programming sequence that all keys likely to be attacked by a collision. Cryptomatic has Cryptomatic has functions. The keys of hashes such as SHA-256 and SHA-512 are designed primarily from ensuring integrity. They takes any ability lens measuring inputs and generate a fixed length output known as desired. Since cryptomatic hashtag individual complex mathematics, they consume complementary resource, making the suitable mainly and security and verification process. Perfect hashtag functions. These perfect hashtag values doesn't any clashes to all because every individual element gets into one cell, thereby guaranteeing one access. This ideal solution is possible any if we know as the key benefits so that we can opt for a that can be opt for a specific function has functions that minimize the calculating technique. In summary, these the various hasting algorithms each with their own advantages and disadvantages. Choosing a appropriate algorithm depends on the data sheet, its inequalities, that its distribution pattern among their link. This the analysis suspensibly is collision to pre-image attacks. Pre-image attacks, therefore, it's virtual of the length and understanding before making any choice in partial applications. Hashing plays an important role in database structure of system bases. It helps reduce such scratch time additional which provide efficiency way to across the store data much faster than linear search would allows us. Having said that, different use cells for various hashing algorithms mostly based on the allow easily we can be broken by attacks such the inversion matches or situations involving floating point accuracy standing. This is the way it implements to make sure that these algorithms works on a wide range of platform and system. Hash tables are an important data structure allows to affect retrieval of information by using a hash functions to map key index in array. However, collisions can occur when two or more keys are mapped to the same index. This requires additional methods for uh, resolving conflicts. There are two primary methods to resolving collisions in hash table: separate cleaning and open addressing. Separate chaining involves creating a linked list as each index where multiple key maps within each node containing both the key value pair on the point to the next node in the list. On the other hand, open address requires searching through alternate cells if there is already another entry present on the certain location specific, changing the several benefits over the pot addressing. Firstly, it's such arrays to implement since all we need in access to the access to the certain of linked list which necessary compared with processing produces user under open addressing algorithm techniques. This simplify makes it less error person that may implements of open addressing collision resolution remains. Second, compared to some type of open address algorithm, speaks cleaning can handle a lot more, and this become nodes to be not literally get stacked on top like the would in pick linear probing, nor they have been do lot do lot of shifting like slots to reinstance based collision evidence solutions like Choco, Choco has stable. However, these also drawn associated within the separate chain method. The major issue ensured during the implementation hangs on high memory using cases by the determinate size that arrays couldn't attain, especially considering space occupancy factors, expectation modes, time to the implementation algorithms, which indicating the new values after array initializing such operates in a space of time complexity. A binary search tree, a variant link red black tree may be implemented inserted, but the comes to the less of the most advantages employed for each logicity last attempt without pointer reference with through without container elements open address algorithm, and the open address algorithm come naturally lacking this issue involving primary dependence and have been solved empirically successful proofs of conspirations as Sonic's optimization beatable algorithms as a second level fallback alternative such tactic algorithm Tubulation and uh, describes the formula of generating random looking numbers that depends on the input parameters in the same way cryptomatically hard guessable by the adversary attacks. These algorithms provide a required minimal overhead compared with separate chaining. Based on these needs allowed externally outside of the all items both methods of resolving consolation problems it has tables come their own benefits or draw separated by each as implementation but high space requirements while opening address which better undervaluing efficiency but less consequential overall developers should carefully consider certain aspects like optimization has stable function data structure in many programming languages are used to store key value pairs. However, as the number of keys increases, has a stable can become inefficient due to collision and degradation in performance. This is where design comes into play. Recognized a hash table refers to changing its size and type by increasing to consider which type of algorithm complex you wanted. Amateur is considered to complexity demands certain trade-offs must be made between both space using perpendicular growth and readjustment amounts. This with determine with makes sense or not for the prescriptions as well depending on how office inserts and deletion occur which affects the load balcony among other things. Always ensure that there won't be any loss due to possible collision of resigning. Decide on appropriate methods for copying elements. However, there are several complications associated with resigning operation to um, total time spent duration. Rehash processes could contribute significantly to overhead cost left it unchecked when duplicating double signing data. Slot should also continue to be taken into account while selecting new location. Resolution reducing internal formation. Stretching for resignation has table should focus on making and making the best use of memory while also ensuring fast access time or by reducing collisions problems link show performance and changing collision size should be fully understood through of the process from the beginning to the end. Then the right step must be taken to ensure this success. This is my assignment number 7.